Now then, welcome back to the Survivor series. And as you can see by the ice down there, and a bit of snow on the edge over there, we had a winter. And now the ice is thawing. Because I updated the pack. I updated the pack to version 15, which is the latest version on the Feed the Beast launcher at the time of this. And it's reset to reset the calendar. So now it's early summer again, 1st of June, hour 7. I've literally logged in to see if everything was where it's supposed to be after updating the pack. I do have a backup save, but now it's early summer, and I left it just at the start of January. It was like January 3rd, something like that, January 3rd, and I thought, that's enough, I've done enough prep work now. January 3rd, I'll start my building. So I had icy areas around here and snowy areas all around here. Leveled all this off and got this ready for farmland. But now the ice is melting because it's now early summer again. Yeah, so I don't really know what to do about it. All my torches went out as well. Well, never mind. I've been prepping up this area for building. A lot of torches went out. I don't know if that was a thing to do with the update, because that one's still lit, and I didn't light it just when I came back in. I'm guessing that these things will happen in updates, and I'm sure you're aware of these sort of things. I'm pretty sure that there'll be a few other issues that I haven't encountered yet, but I will encounter very soon. I've been laying out and sorting out loads of stuff, like just generally getting a lay of the land. I'm working off this ravine still. And so I've got pumpkins and 3 blocks of lighting from each direction of the pumpkin. And that means there's 6 between the pumpkins, and that gives me a perfect field of no mob spawning up in this area. And this is where I'm going to do basically my tree farming. I've been growing all my trees up along this area here, and then coming and chopping them all down, without the need to worry about these silly torches with logs on top of them. I've been removing these as often as I could. But the first part of the plan was to get the pumpkins that I had in place before winter, and then build a house during winter, and get that house built so that I had a nice place to rest, and then go running around over on the fields over there, which I had levelled off, and basically used all the dirt to fill this in. Took the dirt from there, filled it all in here. Done all that to try and get myself ready for farming the spring season. And now it's summer again, so it seems now I've got some more time on my hands, a little bit of extra leeway before starving to death over the winter. I don't think I was going to starve to death over the winter. I'd done a bit of fishing. I've now got sandwiches and all that kind of stuff. All of this got reset when I died. Yeah, well, I've lost a life already. I lost a life to a skeleton down in the ravine. I'll show you what I've been collecting from the ravine very shortly, because I wanted a load of building materials, load of stone, load of bits and pieces to build my house, and I was running backwards and forwards between the ravine, going down into the ravine during the daytime, spending the day down there collecting resources, and then coming back up here at the night time, and basically just standing around in the rain most of the time, and then going straight back down to the ravine the following day once all the mobs had burnt up. But because I was making a hole down there, a nice little skeleton, I say nice, and by nice I mean terrible, evil skeleton, was down there, and he had spawned while it was dark, and he had hidden underneath one of the edges, the ledges that I had made while I was mining down there, and he decided he would kill me, and he was my first death. I did put up a good fight, and I was heading back up to safety by coming up my little water ladder here. I'd got as far as my water ladder, and I was travelling up my water ladder, and you know how desperately slow it is travelling up a water ladder? Well, I was travelling up this water, and he shot me from somewhere over there. And he'd missed a couple of times, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get out, bang! Oh, dead. First death. But never mind, I've got some ways to get those lives back. So, let's have a look. it appears that version 15 has still got the edit, the HQM edit set up in it. But I'll not use that yet. I'll set it back. I know how to set it back and sort things out, like reputation reward back, without touching any of it. All of my quests seem to still be there. Open this up. Right, we're going to claim this quest here. Pick one. I'll pick that one. That's it. Okay. So we've got that 1 heart from there, and that didn't open anything else up. Oh, there's some new ones though. There's some new bits and pieces. That's cool. That is... Oh, okay. I picked the wrong one then, didn't I? I can now see the hidden quests. This is kind of cheaty, I know. I should go and change this. But I wasn't planning on doing a lot with the questing today anyway. So, well, I don't know. Let's collect this as well. Claim that reward. And then that should link across to over here. Inherently invisible and invisible while locked. Reversed triggered. Okay, don't know. And then we've got Hearth and Field is a change now, is it? Oh, okay. Well, we're getting some sort of look at what's coming, what's to come. There's lots and lots and lots of things to go through. Lots of things to get through. I'm going to have to restart this and change. Well, I'll do it before next episode. I'm going to put the quest book away. Now I've got the hearts. I'm just going to dump the quest book in there and leave it alone and then change it out of edit mode. One Wolf, if you're watching, yeah, I'm sure you've probably fixed it by now, but there you go, you've left the HQM in edit mode. I think I can turn it off in here. HQM edit. I don't have permissions. Yes, I don't have permissions to use commands because it's a single player with no cheats. Okay, so I'll just change it in the configs and sort it out before next episode. I'm gonna have myself a heart. So now I'm back up to 5 remaining. I think I want to try and keep on 5. So I'm going to place this other heart to one side as well and just keep it safe somewhere. So when I lose a life, I can replace it. And rather than going and having like 20 lives or whatever, if I might get 20 hearts, I'm just going to reimburse myself. It'll be kind of like a fresh start anyway because, well, all of this, because of my death, got reset. I was really, really low on fruit and dairy, but my grain was started to come back up. My vegetable and protein were okay. Because I've been doing a bit of fishing in that pond, and every now and again I can just come down here. There's nothing around. I can do some fishing over here, do a bit of fishing over here. And then I found a little trick over here, look. If you place one of these lumbers at an angle, the mobs can't use it as a ladder, but I can use it as a ladder. So that makes it a nice easy way to get up this 2-high block that the mobs can't do. And it's very, very just there, isn't it? I might end up putting it all the way along to do some sort of like pattern around it. But for now, I'm just using it like a quick ladder. Got loads of wood. I've got loads of this stuff, maple logs. I focused on maple because I wanted to build out of maple. And so let's get on with some building, shall we? Oh, my shovel's nearly dead. Okay, let's just get rid of all this sand out of the way. I was using this as a marker just to measure it out to make sure I got everything where I wanted it. And now I'll quickly get rid of it all again. I've been using stone shovels and stone axes for the most part because we get a lot of stone around while I've been quarrying out the good stuff. Like even this cobblestone is like fairly difficult to get hold of, really. You've got to go and mine tons in order to make a piece of cobble these days. Unless you have a landfall. Let's put the sand in there. Yeah, there's still not enough sand for my first coal coke oven. Still not enough sand for my first coal coke oven. I know I need hundreds of sand, and there's only 2 stacks. Well, less than 2 stacks there. It's quite a lot to go on. I've got this smooth basalt, though. I managed to chisel a load of this out and get a load of smooth basalt. But there's also something else that I wanted to do. But for now, as night's coming, we'll start building at night. It's fine. Let's put that in there to keep it safe. Right, so the first thing is setting out an area with logs that's got the 3 gaps. Because I like my 3 wide gaps. I like building with the 3 wide gap. And as this is a building episode, maybe even a building week of episodes, because I'm not going to get all this done in one episode, and I suppose you want to see more stuff, more of the things going on. We can get rid of these now. Half slabs, stone half slabs, not so easy to get either. But I did make the effort to make some. It's one of those building blocks that doesn't fall over, and that's an important feature. Cobblestone is not a cheap building block that doesn't fall over. Cobblestone is a building block that will fall all over the place, and it's not so hot to have things, your house falling down around you. So one of the things that we've got to try and figure out is keeping the place lit. So I trapped this little water well anyway. I trapped this little water well, and while it was going ice, I put the block over it and a torch right next to it to try and melt it back down again, keep it melted. I don't know if it's just outdoor water or whether it's if this is an internal water source as well. This is, let's see, this is terra firma stair because I use diorite cobblestone, and to get the diorite I went down deep into the bottom of my mine and mined up some diorite from down there. Underneath the whole basalt level there is some diorite. That was, yeah, we saw that when I was mining for the gold, panning and stuff, when I was prospecting for the first time. And I've used the chisel to turn them into stairs and little corner stair pieces like this, just to give it a little fancy design. Been all the way around it with slabs as well. The slabs are actually easier to make. Cobblestone slabs are easier than diorite to make. Let me quickly show you a little of that. That's fairly simple. Let's take some chert. There's cobblestone slabs. I've got some more there. I'll take that as well. If you make a cobble, let's make 3 cobble. Like that. And then just lay them in a normal cobblestone pattern, you get 6 slabs. So overall, slabs, mobs can't spawn on slabs. So the internal part of the building is on half slabs. And as I need to place something down, I can raise that half slab into a full block and then place something down on top of it. But the rest of the time, no mobs can spawn. It's only about how much we can see, which is where we need to worry about. But for now, I'm going to start off my steampunk designing. Now, steampunk to me is mostly about the build style as well as the content. And I've been building in a sort of a steampunk style in a lot of series, and I've taken a lot of builds that other people have designed, and I want to give it another go. This is completely different in TerraFirmaPunk. TerraFirmaCraft adds so many restrictions to how you can build that I need to redesign how I do things, and I can't just use a schematic of somebody else's build and then work off that. I've done a lot of work with schematics in the past to learn and educate myself how people build stuff. I think we need to go one higher. Can I can't get up that way, can I? Let's do a little bit of this. Yeah, that'll do. Let's do this. And get up. And we will put one on there, and one on here. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to do little bits at a time and then cut away and get the rest done without recording it. Just so you can see it doesn't take me a whole week of episodes. Good job, good job, good job, game, good job. Well, the sound turned right down on it, so we're going to work through it. We're going to work through the rain. The mobs can come and they can do all the things that they want to do. I'm just going to get on with the building. So, the first thing I want to do is build the ground floor frame. And as you can see, I'm building that out of maple logs. Now, because I haven't got an infinite amount of maple logs, I'm also going to use some half slabs. Now, the reason the half slabs, as you can see, the rain does not fall because there's a half slab there. So the rain stops the rain stops at the half slab. So that's where we're going with this. That's how we're working this out, right? So I'm going to do that around the whole place. The best thing about these gaps is that I can put doors wherever I want. I can put windows in, and it'll all feel and look symmetrical, which is a part of the build, even though it's a 3x3. What I was thinking of was these smooth basalts may give us a second inner level, an inner layer. And I was thinking of doing something along these lines, just sort of like placing an interesting section like this. So again, I've got the dimensions, I've got the the levels are changed. It's not a flat wall. It's going to be something slightly different, right? And I was also thinking about using glass inside here. But using glass is an expensive part of the process. And I'm not sure I'm going to use glass now. I've got a 2 high block gap in between here. And my original idea was going to be something along the lines of just having it like round here, so that I've got a window out but at that sort of height, and when I put an item down, it's got a backboard behind it and it won't necessarily go up to the window. So anything I build and put down in here chest wise will look pretty cool, hopefully. So there's that. I'm going to need a lot more of this stuff. But there is another little trick that I've just researched, and that is taking this rock and using a chisel and turning it into bricks. Let's take the first 5. Let's make 8. Why not? But this sort of rock is really easy to get. You can just run around collecting it off the floor, or you can break a load of dirt. And that makes normal Minecraft bricks. Right? So these bricks, chiseled rocks, make bricks, and then those bricks make this. Normal Minecraft bricks. And then, of course, normal Minecraft bricks can be turned into Minecraft bricks. So I was thinking of using bricks in the whole grand scheme of things. I think I've eaten everything. Let's see what I've got left food-wise. I'm going to take and make myself a quick sarnie. Alright, it's nearly the following night already. I've had a day of rain just pouring down. I spotted something that this, if I'm going to do this sort of layout, then I need to bring these half slabs down a touch. So I've brought them down 1. I'm just going around to finish putting these down again. I've left them up while the rain was going because the idea is that the half slabs will actually stop the lights from going out. That's the whole point of them. Covering the torches, after all, is trying to keep lit. I want to make the place look nice, but at the same time it's got to be very practical in the world of TerraFirmaCraft. And having torches going out all over the place is not very practical in the world of TerraFirmaCraft. I'm just... I want to get it all done stage by stage, but I don't want to keep you guys just sort of hanging around watching me do all the little ins and outs. I'm about ready to go off and do a bit more mining, so I'm gonna delete that torch by the looks of that. That torch just disappeared then. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of mining again in the morning because I'm already out of these smooth basalts. So I'm going to head down into the ravine and get some more smooth basalt. I really want to get a roof on as soon as possible to stop the rain falling in. And that's the first thing, really. Get the first floor done. So I'm going to work out some stairs going up. And the next floor needs to go in. And the thing I'm thinking of for that... is basically cutting up these like maple logs. No, actually, keep the maple logs for building with. Going to cut the chestnut. That'll do. I'll cut chestnut into planks of lumber, and then I will turn the lumber into deep red chestnut planks, and then turn those into oak wood slabs. So, regardless, really, which way round I do it, I'm going to have oak wood slabs at the end of it. And then I'm going to come out from here and just do this first floor in slabs. Work a stairwell to get up to it. I actually have a way up and around to it right now over here. It's got a stone outer, or cobblestone outer, should I say. Got a cobblestone outer there, and I can probably build this up a little bit more. Maybe take this row out. Yes. Once I've got this basalt in there, and then build another layer on top, which the floor will then go up to. But that'll give me a nice floor that mobs can't spawn on. As you can see, the mob spawning F7 is on, and the majority of my base area, unlike that dude down there, that bit there, the majority of my base area is surrounded in areas that can't spawn mobs. Inside they can't spawn. On these half slabs they can't spawn. So having adequate lighting outside, in kind of like the outer ring around my house, and having no mobs spawning inside, the only issue then is just lighting when I need light for making videos and showing you what's going on. If I can work in the dark, then I'm happy working in the dark. But when we come and use an area like this, I can just come in and quickly light some torches, and it's lit well enough for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing in that room. When I go out, it doesn't matter if the torches go out. If the torches go out and I don't return to that building for a while, it doesn't matter because I've got half slabs on the floor. Okay, so I gotta go and get some more smooth basalt. I've got to get a load more general rock as well while I'm getting the basalt, in order to make some more half slabs of cobblestone to go around the edge. I'm going to build up this floor. This shouldn't take me too long, really, because I've got a lot of wood supplies, and if I haven't got enough, then I'll quickly make some more of that. And I will be back with the first floor sort of completed very soon. Well, it's another night, and I'm caught down here doing the mining that I want to do. There's a little tactic I've been using, is just making a little hole like this, 3 high, so that nothing falls down on me, and putting some stone slabs in. And then when I'm done, I hack out a load more of the stone and leave this like layer on the ground, because it's just a smooth version of basalt. So I can get myself all the smooth basalt I need fairly easily this way. The trouble is still getting basalt on its own without having this. You can't do basalt, smooth basalt, when there's blocks on top of it. You have to remove the blocks first. So let's go, for instance, here. There's that one. I'll take that one out. All right. We take out the smooth basalt and a normal basalt. Why not? Okay. And I'm going to do a pattern here. Let's go that. Okay. Now, if I remove these guys here, I'm getting the smooth basalt that I want from the top level. But I'm also opening it up slightly for me to get some regular basalt as well drop. And I need the smooth stone variety as well, because there's a lot of things that I can build with the smooth stone variety. So I need to make sure of that getting in my inventory. Actually, you can build a vanilla furnace using this kind of stone. And then I would just hack down here. I could even turn it to basalt first and then hack it out, because I need it. But I also want to get some of the raw basalt rocks as well, just to be secure in the knowledge that I'm getting stuff. Yeah, building up supplies. And as you can see, I can then just detail these ones again, make them smooth as well. Take them out. Like so. And I can't... Well, I can. Okay, I can do the ones underneath there. So when I take that one out... Actually, it's going to take that one out as well. Let's take this out. And smooth that out. And take this one out. Oh, I hear zombies. Hopefully not coming for me. Hopefully not falling in on my head. Take this one out here. And boom. I get the smooth stuff. So I'm working my way around sort of layer by layer, trying to figure out... sure I heard something. Wait, I just threw that. Give me. Thank you. I'm sure I heard some zombie just coming very close then. I've only got limited supplies. I could probably last the night down here. But after that, I've got to work my way back up again. So hopefully I'm not going to encounter anything nasty on the way out. I just need to get as much of this stone, basalt, and rocks as possible while I'm down here. That's my plan. And after a hard day's mining and fighting the mobs, I'm heating up in my little swimming pool. This actually goes down. There's a whole hole down there that goes right down. I had a quick swim down and used what I thought would be a good idea as a torch trick to try and keep myself alive as I was going down there, but I didn't want to go too far, just in case. This little pool we had originally, I've just sort of like smooth basalted it off and did some stairs out of the basalt that was already sort of around here. There was already basalt here, so I just used it and stared it off to give me a nice little pool covered in spruce logs and thatch, just to give me a nice place to heal up a little bit on the edge here. I don't know why this grass hasn't grown yet. Maybe because I've got this over the top of it. Maybe grass doesn't grow, or maybe the grass died. Grass grew over here. Maybe that was already there before I put these bits on the end. I can't figure that out yet. I'm sure I will figure it out soon enough. It looks like I placed this dirt later on though, and that's stopped it from grass growing because you're not seeing the sunlight. Well, anyway, as you can see, I've done the first stage of the build. The first stage, the ground floor. Now, this is just literally the ground floor. I do intend on making it a taller structure, but I only intend on taking one half of it, say that half, higher, and this half leaving it as a flat roof. I've got some maple doors in, and I haven't decided what to do in these little gaps yet between. Whether to put glass panes or I looked at doing wood, but the wood doesn't really look right next to the dark of the smooth basalt. It's a fairly dark, solid base, but that's the materials we've got in TerraFirmaCraft. I will be using brick at some point in the future. But for this particular build, I've decided to start with what natural resources I've got around this area. So I'm doing it like this. My torches should stay alight as long as possible, and I should be able to start moving things inside. This staircase, I'm not happy with it. I'm trying to figure out how. I know that's where the staircase is going to go, because there's no use keeping that area for anything else. I've got an access through here, and I've got an access there. And this side, I don't need an access because it's not accessing anything that I need. So that's where the stairwell's going to go. But I'm not so keen on the stairwell as it is at the minute. But it's practical, and it comes all the way upstairs to the next floor. It needs to come into this half as well. So I do actually need it to come maybe another 2 blocks across. And then come up another 2 blocks across. Maybe need to move it another bit. Because this section over here, I want to be open to the elements, a kind of a balcony. So I can see the farms from the balcony, and also anything like leaving a barrel to collect rainwater, I can do on the top here. And then this will be another section over here, which will be another build up in a steampunk style. I shall tower it up slightly. Mostly for storage, I should think. Down here, I think I'm going to use for like the main crafting of foods. So all of my food stores that I've got at the minute and things like this little food crafting area will end up being just in here, in the kitchen, along with my fresh water supply. I don't need a lot of space for it, and then I've got a lot of space upstairs that I can start storing things in a house. I also need to start thinking about a forge and a bloomery and all those kind of things, and a storage space to put all my iron, because I did find a large vein of an iron-like ore, and I just need to be able to smelt it all up and go mining it all out and smelting it all up so we can get into the next stage of mods. But that's going to be a few episodes away yet. Because we have started on the early summer again, I've already seen that there's a few new seedlings have popped up around the place. Seeds around and about. So I'm going to potentially go out and have another early look at getting some more seeds to add to my little collection of seeds, which were in a pot or a thing somewhere. Where did I put them? I think I might have put them in a chest. There we go. Add to my collection of seeds. And I've got chance for another harvest now because of this time thing. It feels a bit cheaty that I've got another summer period to do some potential planting and harvesting to get some more food for the next winter. I guess we could just say that I just lived in a hovel off what I had and had fish suppers for the whole of last winter, and this is technically year 2. It's a shame that the update has done that, but I'm guessing there's nothing you can do about it. TerraFirmaPunk has been updated, and so the calendar has reset. It's not going to affect us too much. I've still got to survive. I've still got to get through the winter. And I would have survived a winter, I think. I feel like I would have survived. I've got a decent amount of stuff. I think I would have survived. Should have been okay. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me on another episode of the Survivor series. I'm kind of liking the start of this build. I need to find some more building supplies in some travels. I need to find some more pumpkins for definite. And I'll probably go and have a look around for some more seeds and things in the meantime. And then we can get on with setting out the farm. I've got to irrigate it. I can't move water, so what I'm thinking of doing, I will show you properly, but what I'm thinking of doing is bringing two sides of the water sources together. So, for instance, this is where I've been panning for gold. If I bring a water stream in this way and take them all out, well, there goes my shovel, it will make a permanent water source, and then I can fill in around that water source. So I basically need to level this whole farm area down to the floor, as it were, and then replace the dirt blocks where I want them so that I can have irrigated land for the farming fields. But that does give me a lot of scope, a lot of leeway to what I want to be able to do over here. And I don't need massive farmer fields just yet. I don't need a massive area. But, oh man, I forgot that I haven't put a lumber there. Got a piece of lumber on me? No. Okay. So I will see you next episode on a Nemsun Survivor series. Thank you very much for watching. We'll probably do a bit more building next episode because we've got some more stuff to sort out. And I will see you very soon. Goodbye.